Firstly, looking at your forecast, looking at 4.6% growth for 2012, that's slightly higher than the Reuters poll of 4.4%. What is that underpinned on?
We're pretty optimistic about Namibia's outlook for a number of reasons. First of all, as you mentioned, there's quite a bit of government spending that will be targeted towards infrastructure and employment generating opportunities. There will be export incentives as well. The Namibia's diamond export sector will be will grow at a slower pace than we've seen in the past. However, uranium exports will make up for that, and we should see some strong growth in the years ahead.
So on a net basis, the mining sector will be okay, but as you say, diamond exports are falling back. Is this a concern that diamond demand is expected to fall back for Namibia, given the fact that the economy is reliant on this sector?
Well, as you mentioned, it's not great that diamonds are falling back. However, other aspects of the economy are picking up. Namibia has generally a good business environment, and we expect strong investment into uranium, lesser mining exports as well, such as copper and zinc. We'll see some growth, and then private consumption and government expenditures as well will help make up for this shortfall that we'll see in diamond.
And let's talk about the role of the state and the impact that has had on economic growth, because the state has been said to be had gone on a spending spree and really boosting finances there. Are you concerned about the fact that the state has been so important to the economic growth story in Namibia?
I think that the government has had good reasons for the spending that it's embarked on in the past year. Most of it has come through, or much of it has come through, the targeted intervention intervention program for employment and economic growth, to replace the external demand that was lost through the global financial crisis and export partners that have seen sluggish demand. It is, of course, a reason for concern. We saw the budget deficit expand from about 6% to 12% this past fiscal year, and so it's not sustainable in the long term. But in the medium term, we do believe that it is helping to offset some of the troubles that other aspects of the economy are facing.
Let's look at the role of private investment. We know that a Chinese delegation is in Namibia this week, and government has highlighted the conditions that the Chinese have stated for the loans that they are set to provide. One of them being the fact that Chinese firms will have to be given tenders for projects that they finance if China is said to give those loans. Is this a concern that there's such tight conditions placed on these loans, and also this could tie Namibia to China going forward along the line, that they could be hinged on the reliance basically on those loans?
Well, as I mentioned at the beginning, we do believe that Namibia has, relatively speaking, a good business environment, and that investors will be happy to do business with the Namibian government. As far as its reliance on China or other non-traditional countries, we don't feel that that's a particular problem. Chinese investment in other countries in the region have brought about some good changes and some good investment that has helped as other countries have struggled to fill that need.
So overall helping there, but in terms of inflation and your forecast on that end, it's looking to slow to around 6.8% in 2012 and slow further in 2013. Do we need to be worrying about what the fuel price and the impact that higher fuel prices is going to have on the inflation picture, or is that going to be countered by lower food prices?
I think that's definitely a concern. We at Business Monitor believe that fuel prices or crude oil prices will remain elevated over the next few years. with concerns in the Middle East, supply concerns will definitely keep prices high, and that is an important import for Namibia. So, as you said, we do believe that inflation will be moderating in the next few years, thanks to food prices and other prices that are coming down. However, that is definitely a risk to our outlook and to the Namibian economy going forward.